All right, welcome to week 16, my math friends. This is like take 10 of this video. This one better be good. We only have 5 days left. So I know you guys are looking forward to Friday. I'm looking forward to every day. Enjoy these 5 days. It's going to be a lot of fun this week and very productive, I hope, as well for everyone. So please enjoy it. I know I will enjoy it. So a couple of things I wanted to just talk about in this warm-up video. Number one, if you missed Friday or if you didn't get the student survey completed, please do that now as soon as this video is finished. If you can complete that so that I can call you up and complete the conferences with each one of you. And secondly, I wanted to thank everyone who did complete the survey for giving me some good tips and feedback on the videos. For the most part, it seemed like people thought the video was effective. But a couple suggestions like don't have your hands wave around so much and keep that video a little bit shorter. So I'm going to work on both those things for this video. So I just want to expand a little bit on the idea we went over last week about your attention and where you put your attention really kind of guides your growth. And if you put your attention to things that are kind of frivolous and unimportant, you'll tend to grow in those areas, which will really serve you no benefit at all and could sometimes be actually very counterproductive, to things that you wanted to do, accomplish, or become. If you want to try to become a positive, wholesome, good person, if you will, then you want to put your attention to things that are going to help you grow in that direction. So in math class, in here, the challenge is to get you to really bring your attention fully to the math. That's a very wholesome thing we talked about last week. I mean, it's a very powerful concept. So if you can pay more attention to it, it's going to help you grow in that area. And that's going to help translate into all sorts of areas of your life. It's not necessarily going to just make you better at math or figuring out fractions or whatever else, but it starts to change the way you are inside. It starts to change the way you think. You become more logical, clear, and it also starts to develop techniques that allow you to take that same mindfulness, that same ability to be very focused on something like math, and you'll start to be able to do those techniques to any subject area, as well as one of the most important things to pay close attention to, yourself. You'll start to learn that. We'll talk more about that later. But this week's challenge, I would like all of you, to practice being more mindful of your math by not multitasking, not having multiple things going. So please, let's set this as our goal this week. No games, no movies, no highly interactive websites running at the same time as you're doing your math. For 45 minutes, that is my challenge to you. 45 minutes straight from the beginning of class, just do your math. If you really think the music helps you, and you need to go to YouTube or wherever else, play some music, get it queued up, but don't have your music videos playing on your second screen. Minimize them down. So you just have the music. The music is a little bit of distraction potentially, depending on the type of music, and just kind of depending on your habits, and some of you may have developed the ability to actually have that help you. So you kind of listen to that, kind of experiment with that. But please, no movies or games, because those things really, it's just impossible to have a movie playing and be doing a good job and being fully attentive to math. You just start to split yourself. So for the first 45 minutes, last 15 minutes, if you've had a good time, if you want to try some multitasking, you want to try it out, fine. But a solid 45 minutes, just see what that feels like and see if you feel like you're getting a lot more done and more importantly, you're learning the content better. And I'll just say one last thing. You can turn the video off now if you want, if you got the main gist. But I know there's some of you, and I know the experts would tell me you should not even say this, but I know there's some of you out there that think oh my God, there's no way I can go 45 minutes straight without having some distraction. So if you really feel strongly that you can't do it, then set a goal for yourself. Start with 30 minutes. Because I know some of you have got bad habits where you're from the first minute in class, you're queuing up a movie or starting to play a game. And you're tending to, some of you don't even do any math hardly at all. So if you're starting from that point, maybe you're right. Maybe 30 minutes is a pretty good start. Talk to me if you really think that. Or some of you feel like, you know what, how about I do like 10 minutes and then I'll take a little break and I'll do like 10 minutes. You can experiment a little bit with that. Please, not for everyone. Most of you can handle that. Most of you can really work on that. But there might be a couple of you out there that are just like completely, oh my God, there's no way. Fine, but just talk to me about that and let's figure out a plan. Because ultimately I want to help you develop, cultivate the ability to pay attention to something for 45 minutes at a time, if it were, as it were. And that's going to serve you well here, and it's going to serve you well in all areas of your life. So it takes practice, it takes time, but that's what we have. I mean, and we have that the availability of the time, and we've got time together. I can help you with that. So let's see how that goes this week. And you guys enjoy these 5 days, and I will see you in class.